Prescott Valley, this is Lori Hunt, and I'm your Vice Mayor. I am so happy to be here, and I have a great guest today with great information that we all need to know about. Welcome, Liaison Krietenstein.
Thank you.
And you are the Family Resource Specialist and Homeless Liaison at our very own Humboldt Unified School District.
Yes.
So, why Family Resource Center?
It's a great cause. It helps out all of our homeless foster students, families in need that don't qualify for services otherwise.
That's great. So I read on the site and on the information you send me, which we're going to put up on the screen, about the hours, which are 8 to 1?
8 to 1-ish, sometimes more than that, sometimes a little less depending on the day, but
And
appointments are recommended.
Good, good. And, but why did the Family Resource Center, how did the Family Resource Center get started?
So it was started probably about, I would say like 12, 13 years ago, by an amazing lady that brought it all together, and it's only grown since then. We have had quite a need for clothing, school supplies, hygiene products for our students and homeless populations and foster students as well.
We're going to get into homelessness a little bit later. So what exactly, if I'm a family and I have a short-term need and I come to Humboldt Unified Admin on Robert Road, what would I see when I walk in?
So most people go to the main office at the district office, and our receptionist would direct you back. When you do come into the Family Resource Center, there's clothing, lots of clothing, all sizes from as little as baby all the way up to men's and women's sizes. We have clothing, the school supplies, backpacks, hygiene products, belts, shoes.
Some toys I even read.
Toys and blankets, books.
Great.
Just about anything that you can think of that students might be lacking at this time.
That's great. Food or no food?
No food at this time, but we are partnered with the Hungry Kids through the Humboldt Education Foundation, and they actually share my storage room to package their.
Right. And I'm a board member, so I know. We're sending home, last I heard this year, about 200 bags.
Yes, last week they packed 214 bags for Humboldt Unified School District families.
So children in various schools can sign up to take home a bag of groceries so that they're able to eat over the weekend.
Yes, it usually consists of 2 to 3 meals for breakfast and 2 to 3 meals for a lunch meal.
And it's called Hungry Kids, so if anybody needs that, that's that. So let's give your phone number.
Sure, 928-759-5104.
And let's dive in a little bit to homelessness. So there are some of our kids that go to our 10 schools in Humboldt Unified School District are homeless.
Yes, there is a definition based on McKinney Vento Act, which is a nationwide law about homelessness and students in school. And the definition is children experiencing temporary housing situations. So temporary housing could be anything from living with a friend or a relative to living in a hotel, a homeless shelter, an RV that's not connected to power and water. And then we, of course, do have some students living in vehicles.
And I know the numbers, because we've talked before, fluctuate.
Yes.
Is the same child every year homeless, or is it more short term?
There's no definition of the length.
Okay.
It's just considered anything that is temporary. So anything that could be changed or possibly upturned over, a course of one night, actually, if it's not something that they know that will be there tomorrow. For example, say they're staying in a hotel. Mom loses their job and they don't have a way to pay for tomorrow night. They don't know where to go for tomorrow night.
They're in the car.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Okay. So how can we help? How can we help you?
What donations?
Okay. Of what kind?
So we love donations of gift cards, usually in smaller denominations like $10, $15, $20 for local stores, Walmart, sometimes Target, but that is kind of a barrier, getting a family to be able to drive all the way into Prescott.
Right.
But I prefer like Walmart and Fry's, Safeway.
Even Ross.
Ross, yes.
Because we like people who shop locally in Prescott Valley.
Yes, of course.
So yeah, that's great. So any of the grocery stores.
Gas stations.
Oh, great. What about like a fast food, a McDonald's?
Fast food is good for our high schoolers that, trying to get in a meal real quick before they go to their job right after school. That would be,
So we're talking like 25 and not more than 25.
Yeah, I prefer like $15 to $25, and that way I know that it's not going to be wasted.
Right.
They'll use it for their need right then, and if they need more, they can come back.
So Prescott Valley families, we're asking you to help out our very own, our kids, our future at Humboldt Unified School District. And we would like you to give a call to Lisa. Let's have your phone number again.
928-759-5104.
And donate small denomination gift cards. So gas stations, grocery stores.
Even haircuts.
Haircuts, that's great. So Supercuts.
Great Clips,
Yeah.
all those places.
I'm going to go get some gift cards after this, and I'll come see you, Lisa.
Great.
I'd love to see the facility, and I think we have a flyer on it. So what about, like, if I have a blanket that's still in good shape, I wash it up, would you take that?
Of course.
Okay.
Yep. As long as they're clean and gently used, no rips, stains, holes like that, we definitely can use that stuff.
Great. So sleeping bags, blankets, clothes, okay, and hygiene products.
Hygiene products, yeah, like little travel size shampoos and soaps would be great. The smaller size of the deodorants. We did have an awesome donation from one of the newer banks out here that they made up hygiene bags, and it included like a toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant, soap, chapstick, and a comb.
You can give them a shout out.
It was Desert Financial.
Yes, very much so. Thank you, Desert Financial.
Yes.
So I was thinking, what about Christmas time?
Christmas time, I usually work with like the Firefighter Angel Foundation.
Okay, good.
And the Salvation Army, and identify certain students that I think would be best for those programs. And then they take it from there and do their special projects, whether it be a meal for the family or taking gifts like the Firefighter Angels do. I also collect small packaged new toys.
Great.
And I will donate those over to the Firefighter Angels as well.
Great, great. Anything else, Lisa?
We just want to get the word out there. It's an amazing program, and it's free to all HUSD families. If the parents come in and find something for themselves and their size, I'm happy to share with
Go
them.
for it. So how many families would you say right now, or percentage would you say you're working with?
So far this year, I've actually been working with, for homeless students, there's 90 students identified in our school district.
Wow.
So all those families have access, and I give them priority to get in there and get what they need. And then on a daily basis, I probably have 2 to 3 families stop by or call at least to set up a time to come in.
You know, I was just thinking maybe Domino's too.
Oh,
they could
yes.
run by and get a pizza.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being
You're
with
welcome.
me today,
Thank you.
Lisa. I am going to go shopping, and I'm giving a big shout out to all of our residents in Prescott Valley. Anybody listening on their cable station or on social media, please go to your local store, get some gift cards, and drop them off at Humboldt Unified School District. And the address is
6411 North Robert Road.
So thank you, Prescott Valley. Thank you for joining me on Council Conversation. I'm so glad you tuned in, and I'll see you next time.